Welcome back to the Blind Builder channel, and today's video we have LEGO Star Wars Republic Gunship, but it's a Coruscant Guard Gunship. This is for ages 9+. It's set number 75354 and has a total of 1,083 pieces. So almost the same piece count as the ATTE. I think it was in that range. We get a look at the gunship right here, and then down in the right corner we get a look at the characters in the gunship. So I know we have Commander Fox, 2 Coruscant clone troopers, shock troopers, and then we got Chancellor Palpatine and then Padme. So let's look at the front here. Let's take a look at the back. Here we got the back. We got the LEGO logo again, LEGO Star Wars, and we basically just get a look at the gunship, maybe kind of just sitting there with the troopers and whatnot, and you get a look at the play features. So I am really looking forward to seeing what this is like out of the box and built. So let's do that. All right, so done with the box out. That's always fun.
Well, I made a thud. And that was your head.
So here we have the instruction booklet. We got the Coruscant Gunship, LEGO Star Wars logo, and doing that the rendering photo, which I'm getting used to. But yeah, so I'll get into the build. Bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, 4, bag 5, bag 6, bag 7,
Kobe.
bag 8, bag 9, bag 10. Alright, so here we got the Coruscant Guard Gunship, fully built, and it's kind of small from what I remember from the original Republic Gunship from 2013, but it's quite big. It is about the same size as the ATTE, which makes sense because it's about the same piece count. So like I said, we got it all built here. We normally do the minifigures next, but they're in here because that's one of my complaints, which I know a lot of people didn't like. It's the little cargo bay, which I guess we'll take a look right now. So I'm going to hold the camera for just this segment. We got the red door here, which is supposed to be 2 double doors, but it's 1 big door, so it looks good when it's closed up, but not so good when you open it up. I wish it really was split into 2. We got some, like I said, some red plates there, some tiles, and a bit of white in the back of the door area under the wing, kind of see. But to get inside the bay, or the cargo bay here, just gonna pull here. There is a knob, which actually I just found it. I tried doing it a second ago and I failed miserably. But you just kind of push back on it and you're able to get that door back. And we'll just push it back a bit further. And inside there, we got our characters, which, I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of trouble getting them in there because my hands are a bit big. And, yeah, it's just not easily, you can't really get the characters back in the back, which I know is one big complaint from this gunship, from what I've seen from other LEGO content creators. Yeah, it was really hard getting those 2, because when I closed the door up, those 2 shock troopers kept falling backwards, and then Palpatine kept falling back in, so it was not a great experience getting those in. I just want to let you all know that, just in case, because it is like a transport ship for the clones and whatnot. We got Commander Fox, and we got Padme, so I was able to get 5 of them in there. You probably get maybe 7 or 8 characters standing, maybe 7 is your max, but that was not fun. And I just turned the gunship around. We take a look at the other side here with the character. So it just wasn't a fun time getting those characters in there and everything. And yeah, I just wanted to point that out for those who are thinking of buying this. Just know that it's definitely for smaller hands and whatnot. But that's a look at the cargo bay. Let's take a look at the other parts of the gunship. So in order to close the gunship here, sorry about the camera work here, we're just going to kind of push that door back, and it should just lock into place. Once you get it back into the spot and whatnot, you just kind of push on it. And on the back here, you can kind of see what I was talking about, these little knob pieces. I think they're right here. Yeah, so right here, yeah, there we go. So right here where my finger is, it's like a little Technic piece that allows you to move the gunship doors back and forth. So that's how you're moving the gunship door right there. So that's a pretty cool feature. I like that. So moving to the back of the gunship, you get a little turret back here that you can shoot out at the battle droids or whatnot on Coruscant. I don't know why there's battle droids on Coruscant. They can go all around 360 degrees and whatnot. So that's a little play feature right there. You also get the door back here, a little hatch that can open up, and you can kind of get clones in there, but you can't really. I had to open both doors and put my hands through this way and through the other way to get them in there. So yeah, and it doesn't really go down really too well. It just kind of sits there on the ground. So it's nice for what it is, but I think it could be done better. We got that, and I did hear there's like a little cargo little area. I have to assume this is what people are referring to. I try not to watch too many videos and so I can get my own opinion, but you do get this little area, I guess. I don't know if that's what they're mentioning. I tried looking on the back here. I didn't really see like a little area where you can put stuff, little stuff and whatnot. So maybe this is what they're referring to. But it just sits on these two little clip pieces. I just got pegged back in. So I'll do that off camera here in a second. But yeah, I guess that's what they're talking about. If not, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know. But like I said, that's just really the back side of the gunship. So we got the little stud shoes here, which I'm trying to figure out what it was supposed to represent, and now I know. I think there should be like a little bubble turret up here, and I know there's one on Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicle, so that's what this probably have to represent here. But you do get the little stud shoe here, which is one stud in there, so I'll shoot off like so. It still amazes me how far those will go and how fast. Anyway, but on the wing here, you do get some red tiles and white tiles and platings to make that wing, which it's a lot smaller and thinner, but at the same time a lot thicker than I thought it'd be. So yeah, I was just really curious to see how big and the overall size of this gunship would be fully built. And of course it's gonna be the same on this side. The build experience was quite nice. My friend Sam built it for me. I helped in here and there, but it was really nice for him to help and whatnot. Get the same design basically on this side and basically mirrored for the doors, this and everything here. So yeah, of course on top here we get the little missile, I guess, things that, or the engines. They look like missiles, but I also think they're engines back here. So that's pretty cool here. They're white instead of the normal red from the original gunship. You get a look at the back here build. So it's pretty nice, a lot smaller also, and I think a bit different than the original gunship. They're kind of built into the wing. It's been 10 years since I had that original gunship, and I don't have it still. That's the sad part. So I don't remember what that build was like. I don't think it was on the wings when they built it. I think they just pegged into some Technic pins and some of these like Technic like cylinder pieces. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Moving up to the front here, we got the front of the gunship, which again, it's a little bit thinner than I think the old one. I know it's scaled down, but we got the Republic logo here, which is like the Micro Galaxy Squadron. I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like compared to the Lego version. We can just lift that up like so, and you get a little bit of room in there, but not a lot. We're very empty in there. You can probably put some troopers if you want. I thought you could put them standing, but I think you'll have to set them down. Maybe you can get 3 figures in there total. Close that back up like so, and you can do the same to the other side. Of course, we got the little cockpit areas, which bring me back to the original gunship, so that's cool. So you got those two that can open like so. Fit 2 troopers in there, which we'll take a look at in a moment. And then we also got the little bubble turrets on the front that can spin around, so that's pretty cool. Nice to see these again, and yeah, it just brings me back to the original gunship and whatnot. Something I would like to add that I haven't mentioned yet is that this gunship gets a handlebar, or yeah, so you can hold it. So you can pick it up like that, which holds it nicely. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of Technic here, but it still kind of scares me in a way. So what I've been doing, I just kind of picking up like the sides and holding on the bottom, which is probably not the best way, but that's what I've been doing. But if you want, you can hold it by the handlebar, which I like. It's nice, but just, I don't know, it scares me a bit. I'm afraid everything is gonna come falling apart. I will say when it comes to the handlebar, which we'll see if I can show this, there is, I feel like, a bigger gap back here because of the handlebar, so it's just, I don't like that. Right where my finger is. I know y'all probably can see better than I can, but just so y'all know. But it's right there. There's like a bigger hole, but that's so the neck of the handlebar can come up, and everything. So there's that. I'm not a big fan of that, so it is what it is. At least it makes it easier to carry and keeps it sturdy and whatnot. But yeah, as I look at the gunship, just overall, we got a lot of red, which red is my favorite color, but I'll get to my final thoughts of this whole gunship at the very end. And yeah, I just like how this looks. Let's see what the clone troopers look like in the cockpit. This pains me to do this. Okay, here's 1, and there's 2. Palpatine. Nope, come on. Nope. There's. Okay, he's out. They're all out. Okay, that deed's been done. They're out of the cargo bay. Hopefully I don't have to do any more scenes with that. So like I showed earlier, in order to open up the cockpit, we just open that up like so. And we can see our clone trooper in there like so. You did get some stickers in there. And speaking of stickers, you only get 5 stickers throughout the entire set. So that's pretty nice. And you actually don't use them up, I think, up to bag 6, maybe bag 7. One of those two. Maybe bag 5. One, somewhere in the build. We just put a clone trooper like that. And there we go. We got our 2 clone troopers in there. Flying the gunship, which is pretty cool. I like that those go in there. And, I mean, I guess it's obvious that they will go in there. Surely you would get some clone troopers in the cockpit and whatnot. But, you do get some, like, little panels on the inside of the cockpit. I'm not quite sure how well this is going to show. But let's try to pick it up a bit. So, yeah, you do get a panel right here, which has some stickers on it. And you do get one in this cockpit right here. That's, again, hard to see. Very small space, but it does a job for the little clone troopers to sit in there. So that is a look at the gunship. But don't click off the video yet, because we still have the minifigures to look at. So with that, let's take a look at those minifigures. So I don't have my little minifigure stand, of course. It's at college, I think. But here we have Palpatine, Chancellor Palpatine to be exact. It's his Clone Wars variant, so not from Revenge of the Sith. But you do get a nice little Palpatine hairpiece and his like little face there, and we also get a double-sided face here. So we turn to back here and kind of see what that looks like. I hope that's on straight. But then as I look at Palpatine and his second facial expression, I like this hair. I think it's from, I don't know where it originally came from, but I think it's definitely from that one guy from Rise of Skywalker. I can't remember, of course I can't remember his name on the spot. General Pride, I think. I could be wrong though. We also get this little slope piece for his dress, which has a bit of printing on it, I believe. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's definitely a change from the original Palpatine. I think he had a waist cape on his, so that's what I remember from him. And also a difference is we get an actual face on here, like the Lego face, instead of the Clone Wars variant. Those I wasn't a big fan of those. Also, it doesn't look as creepy. But yeah, that is a look at Palpatine. Let's take a look at our next figure. So up next, we have Padme Amidala. She has her little bun in her little bun in her hair, which I forgot how short that was. I kind of forgot about it. It's been a while since I had a Padme figure. We got one facial expression right there, and we turn her around. We get another like right there. She's a bit more angry. And now her hair doesn't want to go back on. There we go. We get a little vest and a little belt printing. There's no printing on the legs, which doesn't really bother me, but we need to get that printing on the torso, a little vest and whatnot. We get a little blaster, and yeah, we got a look at the torso back there. And so yeah, it's pretty cool character, nice little character to get along with the gunship. I guess it makes sense since she's on Coruscant a lot. But with that, let's now take a look at Commander Fox. The probably more interesting one out of these figures. Alright, so here we have Commander Fox, and where do we begin? We'll start with the guns. He comes with 2 guns here. They're like the guns Black Widow uses and everything from the Marvel line. And that's it. Let's get into it. So, what do I think? Yes, he comes with a printed waist cape. I think he should come with a cloth waist cape. That's what I think. You do some more printing on the legs there. Okay, moving on. His torso here is supposed to be red, where that little spot is right there, I believe. It is pink. My friend Sam checked for me. And so that's another little disappointment. He does get red arms. And then, of course, when it comes to the helmet here, you got some printing there. I don't know if there's anything wrong with the helmet, or it could be, but from what I can see, I don't know, actually. I do know people think that he should come with a black visor. I think it matches his character a bit better. That one I don't know. I mean, if it does match, then yeah, he should be black, but we got the gray one instead. We take that off, and we get like the clone head. It's the same one that we've been getting. And we just put that back on. So, yeah, we get a look at the back torso printing here. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. I think he definitely should have came with the waist cape and then the printing on the torso. That's the biggest things for me about Fox here. And then I guess the little visor, but definitely these 2 for sure. So, probably the least favorite character well, it depends. I guess it depends on who you're talking to. I still think he's kind of cool. I like the idea. We got Fox here, but, yeah, that's a look at Fox. Let's now move on to our final 2 clone troopers. Okay, so our final characters we have are the Coruscant Guard clone troopers, or the shock troopers. I thought they were called shock troopers, but on the box it's Coruscant Guard. I could be wrong, I could be right. Let me know in the comments below. I could have sworn it's called shock troopers, but Maybe they are just called the Coruscant Guard Troopers. But anyway, I am a Clone Wars fan, I promise that. Anyway, here we have the Coruscant Guard Troopers. Shock Troopers, I'll stop. They're your grunts and whatnot, so it's cool to have these. They got the little red printing on here, which I do like red, I will say that. They look pretty cool. Of course, we got the helmet holes on the sides here, so, yeah, I'm sure probably some of y'all don't like that. They're gonna have the same head underneath, just as Fox. They got the little clone grunt head there. And we got the little red printing on the torso. No cloth on these guys. You're just your standard grunts. I will say this though. I kind of think it looks weird without the red arms. All the other clone troopers, 187th, 501st, 212th. The white arms did not bother me, but I just feel like these look very weird without red. I just feel like I'm pretty sure the red on the arms didn't go down as far, just as like, it was probably the same length as any other clone trooper, which I don't know why, it looks a bit weird with that whole red printing on the torso and without the red arm. So, out of all the clone troopers we've got so far, I feel like these should have red printings, like arm printing, which I know would never happen for just standard clones, but at least maybe red arms. And so, yeah, that's just my little take on that. I just think they look a bit weird without the little red on their arms. We gotta look at the back here. So it's gonna be the same for both troopers. I'm happy to have these though. I think these are pretty cool characters in general. But yeah, that is a look at our Coruscant Guard Troopers, Shock Troopers, characters, and clones in general. And I'm really happy to add these to the collection. I can't wait to get a couple more of these. Hopefully they come out in a foil pack, or maybe get at least 4 more gunships. That's a video for a different topic and whatnot. So that's a look at the minifigures. Let's take a look at my final thoughts and what I think about the gunship. So that is my review of the Republic gunship, the Coruscant Guard gunship from the Clone Wars. That took me a minute to think what I was going to say. So what do I think of the gunship? Overall, I think it's cool that they're doing this. At the same time, I'm the person who wished we got the white and red gunship, the original gunship. I think it's cool. I know that M&R Ryan from Mandalore Production says that this is cool because it also kind of shows that they're willing to go kind of this far out to do something new, which means we make it more. But on the other hand, I wish we got the white and red gunship. So, like I said, I'm like the Bendu of this whole Clone Wars era and Clone Troopers stuff. So, yeah, I'm like 50-50. So if that makes sense. That's the best way I can describe it. I do wish we had double doors. I wish that wasn't the feature where it was one big door. I also wish we had more room for cargo, like to put our hands in there, and just bigger spaces per characters. I think the selection here is pretty good. I mean, I know Fox probably isn't the best figure of all of them. I do wish we got another Clone Trooper, because we have 2 pilots. Wish we could put one more with Fox in the back area. I do like the Palpatine and then the Padme figures. I think those are cool. Not too much more I can say about this. I know it's a smaller scaled down version. I definitely can see it in the model, and from what I remember with the original gunship. Also, something I didn't say was that the little what do they call it? Stud shooters on the side, I thought it would bug me a bit more. Does it take away from the look? Maybe a bit, but it actually doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. So that's one thing. When I watch videos, it's always interesting to see what I think when I get the model in hand, because sometimes there's things like, that doesn't bother me, or that does bother me compared to other people. So I'm always curious to see what I think about stuff like this. Something I didn't mention, unlike the original 2013 gunship, this does not get the little bubble turrets on the side of the gunship. So that's another reason why we're able to get that double doors feature there, which I like. And yeah, I don't think there's much more I can say about this. I talked about the minifigures, my thoughts, the gunship itself, and yeah, I think I ran out of stuff to talk about. I will do a video just comparing the Micro Galaxy Squadron, because I think that'd be cool to compare different toy lines gunship compared to this, because that has bubble turrets, but it doesn't have the double doors. So it'll be interesting, and we can also see what the wing looks like, because it has that different little bubble thing on the top also. But yeah, so $140. I don't know if I said that yet. I'm sure you all know. And yeah, I think it's decent. I think I definitely want to get 5 of these for sure. To add to my collection. Now, if it was the Y1, well, I was thinking like 8 or 12. But, yeah, I will say that this will definitely limit people from getting a bunch, probably. But the Shock Troopers may be a huge feature, and then just sell off the Palpatine, Padme, and Fox. That's what I'm probably going to do with my extras figures there. But, yeah. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the Gunship in the comments below. Are you a fan of it? Are you not a fan of it? Are you like me? Are you the Bendu, the one in the middle, who sees both sides and whatnot? So with that, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I want to thank Sam for helping me build this. He was a huge help and whatnot, and one of my friends who likes to build Legos with me and just enjoys hanging with me and whatnot. And so yeah, I just want to thank him for that. So with that, like I said, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.